Welcome to the WCFR Show with your host, President and CEO, Jacqueline Cassignol.
I'm Jacqueline Cassignol. I am the proud founder and president of Worldwide Community First Responder. Worldwide Community First Responder is a 501c3 nonprofit organization with a mission to prevent deaths worldwide through education and training.
There's not a single nonprofit in our area or anywhere that could accomplish its mission without volunteer power. So Volunteer New York is happy to help direct volunteer power to WCFR and other nonprofits in our area to make sure that they are ready and can deliver on their challenges of their communities to the best of their ability.
Our health education is focused on educating community members on how to stay healthy. And our training program is focused on educating community members on first aid and first response.
I feel great about donating to WCFR because they're such a great organization. Jackie is just so wonderful. I think she's just doing such a great job, and I think donating will help them, give them the tools to continue saving lives. When I was 10 years old, I almost drowned. And if that person didn't know CPR, I wouldn't be here today. So I think what's WCFR is doing such a great job in it's so simple, just teaching others to save lives. I mean, it can't get any better than that.
Every day, innocent lives are lost due to tragic events around the world. WCFR was founded to train community members how to provide first aid and first response. With your help, WCFR has trained over 250,000 people worldwide how to save lives.
2 years ago, I had taken a hands-only CPR class here at WCFR. Fortunately, I was able to implement some of the things that I learned at the Palisades Center Mall. A gentleman passed out, and everybody was just standing around in the food court, and nobody was doing anything. And I knew what I had to do. I felt confident, and I was able to implement because I knew I had taken the class. I was ready.
In 2010, after the Haiti earthquake, I went there to do a training. One of the students stood up and said, if only we knew what you're teaching us right now, fewer people would have died during the earthquake. I knew then I had to continue doing this type of work. That's how WCFR was started.
Several years ago, I decided to sponsor the worldwide Community First Responder after I realized the quality of the work that they were doing. There are different ways that you can help out. Not only by attending those gala, which is like a fundraising type of activity, but by really sponsoring certain activities. Because one thing that's certain, pretty soon we're going to get another Harvey, another Irma. And people have to be ready. And I think that the WCFR is maybe the best organization out there to confront those challenges. It's a pleasure to be recognized and honored by such a formidable organization.
Thank you, WCFR, for teaching us to save lives and to be a lifesaver.
Thank you to WCFR for what you're doing in the community.
Thank you, WCFR, for all that you do to make sure that we are better prepared to face anything that life throws at us.
We want to train over 300,000 people in 2018. You can help WCFR by becoming a member, by becoming a volunteer, by donating, and by sponsoring our events and activities.
Help save lives. Donate to WCFR.
Be prepared for the next disaster. Learn hands-only CPR.
Help WCFR by sponsoring.
Help WCFR by volunteering.
Thank you for helping WCFR. This show was created to keep you up to date with our happenings. We look forward to increase awareness of what we do and to bring you some topics that you'll be interested in. Along the way, we'll have our advisors come in and speak, and you learn more about advisors. We'll have our volunteers, our members, and supporters, and actually sponsors also, because we wouldn't be here without our sponsors come in for you to learn more about our family, the WCFR family.
This show was sponsored by Balm of Gilead Medical Office.
For a few years now, WCFR has had a home. And it's because of this guest we have with us today that WCFR has a home. Today, we have with us Dr. Emili, Dr. Gregory Emili with us, the owner of Balm of Gilead, that has an office here in Rockland, in Spring Valley, New York, and in the Bronx, New York. Welcome, Dr. Emili.
Thank you very much, Jackie.
Shaking hands.
I'm so honored and excited to be invited to your show. Thank you very much for having me here today.
Well, thank you for the great support. So why did you choose this career as being a doctor? Why did you choose being a doctor?
Oh, that's a very interesting question. And, growing up in Africa, we are taught to actually take instructions and the counseling from our seniors, elders. So I had a mentor who is an uncle, and who observed me growing up and saw the skills that I was exhibiting, as a young man. And towards my high school period, he told me that it would be better if I go into the medical profession. I didn't know so much about any profession other than what he told me at the time. What I knew then was that I was pretty good in the science subjects. Nice. So there was no science subject you could put across to me.
That was a sign, right?
Yeah.
That was a sign, Dr. Emili.
Exactly. So he told me, go into medicine. I said, all right, Uncle, are you sure? He said, yes. So I applied, and I was admitted to medical school, and here am I today. I'm a doctor.
Right.
Yes.
So that's how you
exactly.
become. Mm-hmm. So tell us a little bit about your professional experience, your expertise.
Yeah, I've been a doctor for almost 30 years now.
Wow.
I started off practicing in 1990 in Africa. And of course, as a general medical practitioner then, you treated everything. Mm-hmm. And when I came to the United States in 1994, I chose a career in internal medicine because I felt it will give me opportunity of seeing variety of cases and being able to be a gatekeeper and referring people to whatever specialty they might need. So I did my internal medicine training at North General Hospital, an affiliate of Mount Sinai School of Medicine, and then graduated in a timely manner, got board certified, was retained by the hospital, and while there I served as an attending in internal medicine, and then also served as associate program director in internal medicine residency program. I headed the substance abuse clinic as the interim medical director under psychiatry, and I was on faculty at Mount Sinai, and then my last position there was assistant clinical professor of medicine up until 2007 when the hospital started spiraling down until it got closed. So I went into full-time private practice. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and a few years later, I did 1 year clinical training in pain management at Memorial Sloan Kettering Hospital that I did between 2010 and 2011. Right. So right now I practice both internal medicine and pain management.
Pain management.
That's correct.
So for everyone that doesn't know, Dr. Emili is an internist and a pain
specialist.
Right. So we've been We've been in Spring Valley for over 3 years. I say we've been because I'm part of Balm of Gilead. That's also.
Correct. That's correct. That's correct.
Balm of Gilead been in Spring Valley. The office has been there for over 3 years.
That's correct.
So we want you to know, this is one of our sponsors also, to support our sponsor. And you know, we're so happy to have you here. We have more questions for you, but I just want to stop to say Balm of Gilead is located in Spring Valley, 60 North Madison in Spring Valley, New York.
Thank you.
So besides what you do with your business, why are you interested in helping nonprofits like WCFR?
Yeah, that is a very important question because it goes to the core of my being and personality. The call that God has put in my life is a call to help people.
Yes.
I have the call to help, and I also see myself called into the ministry of social justice. And so when you put social justice and help together, you just cannot help but work with people who are interested in people that have no voice.
Right.
So you be a voice for the people that have no voice, be help for people who cannot walk, who cannot, have no hands. That's why I'm interested in not-for-profit. I really enjoy and admire what you do.
Thank
and getting people prepared as in times of disasters, and getting people the kind of awareness they need in terms of how to take charge of their health.
That's
and
right.
prevent the preventables in their lives. And that's why I'm so interested in WCFR, and I believe that as we continue to work together, we're going to help our community a lot better.
Yeah, make a bigger impact.
Yes, exactly.
With our collaborative efforts.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you handle stress? Because you have Balm of Gilead, both, and I know you. Some days you're at Balm of Gilead, Spring Valley. Some days you're at Balm of Gilead in the Bronx. You also a pastor. We didn't say anything about this, but you're also a pastor, which is located in Spring Valley. So how do you deal with everything? Helping with the nonprofit WCFR. How do you manage your workload and stress?
That's a very good question. There's stress associated with being a doctor.
Yes.
Especially when you are dealing with the chronically impaired, people with chronic pain that has deprived them of what they want to be and the quality of life that they're expecting. So sometimes it gets to you because there's so much you can do. And some of them you just cannot satisfactorily, meet their needs, and all of that, tend to weigh down somebody. But like you rightly mentioned, I'm a Christian.
Yes.
I'm a pastor. There is a scripture that says, I will look up unto the hills from whence cometh my help. My help cometh from the Lord, God, the maker of the heavens and the earth. So, beginning of my day, I commit it to the hands of the Almighty God. I tell him to protect me all through the day. In the night also, before I go to sleep, I say, Lord, here am I. Refresh me for tomorrow and protect me from any evil. And over the years, it has helped all through medical school, all through my trainings, all through medical practice, the trials, the stresses, the troubles. God has been there for me, and He has helped me a lot to handle stress. And so I can wake up every morning and go to work and feel all right.
Oh. I have to say, I believe that you're one of the angels I know. You're always so nice, always helpful. I don't know what WCFR would do without you, really.
Thank you.
So, we deal with healthcare. I as a nurse, you as a doctor. What do you feel will be 3 of the most critical challenges to healthcare in the coming decade?
Yes, the same thing that is making it difficult for the Congress and the White House to come up with a single ideology or a system that can provide health care for everybody is what actually we are looking into, that's going to impact healthcare in the next few years to decades. Because like you see, an individual comprises of a body, soul, and spirit. And every one of these areas, once it's deranged, is going to impact over all well-being of the individual. So there's no one quick fix. And that's what you see now. Everything is going to depend on what finally happens in Washington.
Right.
What are they going to agree on? Are they going to include people with chronic diseases? Are they going to exclude them from the coverage? Are they going to include people who are so-called people who are working? They have a job, expected that their job is going to provide health care for them. But with little we're hearing, it looks like people are going to lose their health insurance. So that's going to be one big blow to the system in a few years if that happens. The other thing is people with chronic conditions, people with cancer, or people who come out with some diseases that are going to be difficult to manage, is going to also, if they exclude them or give the insurance companies opportunity to remove them to lower cost, then that's going to be a problem also. And then if we don't fund the research, a section of our health properly, then we're going to be behind in, getting to what you can call cutting-edge medicine, state-of-the-art medicine, finding things that we need to do for diseases that we do not have handle over right now. So those are the three areas that will be a big challenge. And I tell Congress, as you deliberate and as you decide, please take into consideration people that have a job but they don't earn a lot to pay a lot of money on health insurance. Take into consideration that people might be healthy today and tomorrow they may come down with something very deadly and they need help.
They need health care.
They need health care. Remember that we are where we are today because of the effect of research, the good thing that research has brought to us. So please don't stop it. And that's my message for Congress. And White House.
So what do you bring, what benefits do you bring to Rockland?
Yeah, like I told you before, I'm a pastor of the Deeper Life Bible Church located at 95 North Main Street. And I believe strongly that holistic approach to a person's situation medically brings a better outcome for the person. You approach it from the spiritual perspective, approach it from the medical perspective.
And you have both.
And then all of and then
here in Rockland.
Exactly.
Here in Rockland.
So we've come with that and with the mindset to do that. All the pieces are not in yet, but we are getting them together. And we believe that as we continue to approach our community, people that come from, to receive care from our community, with that in mind, we'll be able to make them a little bit better, restore dignity of man to people that come to seek help from us, and also direct them in the healthy health style that's going to foster and maintain good health in the next few years. We're also looking into a very special population in our county, and that is a population of the homeless people. Because if you don't have a place to lay your head at night, you may not even have a place to keep your insurance card if you have one. And if you don't have a place to keep your insurance card, you might not be able to access what is available to you. So we hope to be able to work with the county. We hope to be able to work with the non-profit organizations like yours. We hope to work with the other institutions of care and see how, with Albany in mind, we can provide the required housing. How we can provide required shelter. How we can provide the mental health. How we can provide the addiction medicine necessary and the spiritual to ensure that our community is getting the required help and assistance in all these areas that make a man to be healthy.
Thank you.
Yes, that's what we're bringing to Rockland.
Yes, and you bring, as you can see, he brings a lot to Rockland. Thank you so much, Dr. Emili. So we have a few minutes. Is there anything else you would like to share with our audience about your position, yourself, or your position as WCFR advisor?
Yeah, so I'm so privileged to be sitting here with you, Ms. Casagnol, and God bless you mightily for inviting me. I really want to plead with the audience to support Jackie and WCFR in what they're doing. They're doing a great job. She goes everywhere. She was in Haiti for the earthquake disaster. She was in Haiti again when the flood came up, the hurricane, and she's all over the place trying to help the people without ability to help themselves. So as we gather together and help Jackie, she'll be able to take whatever we contribute to our organization out there to help people that are less advantaged than we are. And the other thing I can say is come to the church and we'll pray for you. And come to Balm of Gilead Medical Office at 16 North Madison Avenue. And then you will be able to benefit from the medical department, the podiatry department, the physical therapy department, and very soon we're having the eye doctor come over there, you know, to screen people with diabetes and glasses and all of that.
So awesome.
Yeah, so that's what I can say to our audience. And again, I'll tell my audience to get involved with what is going on in the community.
Right.
Yeah, get involved. Speak to your congressperson. Speak to your council members. Speak to, you know, your senator. Tell them what you need and let them represent us properly in Albany, in Washington. Let them hear our voice. They cannot hear your voice if you don't speak out. Write a letter, pick up the phone, give them a call, and tell them this is what I need. And I think if we all do that, they will hear us and they will give us the help we need.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Jackie.
So you heard it from Dr. Emili. Get involved. Get involved in your community. We need to make positive changes in our community.
Yep.
But we need everybody to get involved. We need people to get their hands, we need all hands on deck, right?
Right.
All hands on deck. So we need you to make a difference. Dr. Emili is a doctor. Dr. Emili is a pastor, right?
Correct.
Sometimes I call him Dr. Emili. Sometimes I call him Pastor Emili.
That's correct.
But he has it all. So come, join us in all that we're doing, and visit Dr. Emili at Balm of Gilead and at our church.
That's correct.
And we look forward to seeing you again at our show. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
This show was sponsored by Balm of Gilead Medical Office.
Welcome to Rockland County. WCFR provides life-saving trainings. Speaking with anyone at WCFR, whether it be volunteers, members, or their generous supporters, you will hear this. The idea is to be prepared. WCFR's goal is to make people aware of the urgency of being prepared today. Because disasters happen everywhere.
Stand for safety is a big message for Bungie. It means we put safety first in everything that we do. Bungie's Safety Day program is one way we bring that commitment to the community. Last year, with the support of Volunteer New York and the City of White Plains, our first White Plains Safety Day reached 150 kids with a simple yet powerful message. When it comes to safety, each and every one of us can be a hero and a leader. As Bungie's Global Safety Director, I'm honored to present the Safe Community Award to a person who embodies that idea. Jacqueline Casagno has made it her life's mission to train first responders in Haiti and closer to home to give critical care that saves lives. Jackie, on behalf of Bungie, thank you for standing for safety. At Bungie, first responders are incredibly important. In those circumstances where there may be incident or injury, particularly serious injury, the long-term health of the individual involved could significantly be impacted, whether or not those that are immediately available to render aid are prepared to assist until the trained professionals arrive on the scene.
We're a group of volunteers who provide health education and training for first aid and first response. In August 2011, I joined a group of healthcare professionals in giving training in first aid and first response in Gongwab, Haiti. While I was doing my training, one of the students stood up and said, "If only we knew what you're teaching us right now, fewer people would have died in the earthquake." We believe that everyone should be a first responder. Everyone should know what to do in case of emergency, and no one should die because someone didn't know how to give first aid.
It's very apparent for her passion for people, her passion for safety, and her heart for the importance that people are prepared to act as first responders in order to save lives.
We would love for you to join us at our next event. Please check our website at WCFRworldwide.org, where you will find information on our events and activities. Need more information about what we do? Is there a topic you would like us to discuss on our show? Send us an email at info@WCFRworldwide.org. Would you like to talk to us? Call us at 845-608-7409. Check out our sponsors. We couldn't do what we do without them. And without them, this show would not be provided to you.
We love and appreciate you for watching. Thank you. Until next time.